me, Nefera Blue Lotus. Let's put some lo-fi on this MF. Since I lo-fi up in here. Yeah, you know we love the lo-fi, baby. You know, I like to change up the filters a little bit. I like to change up the little. Hold on, y'all. I gotta turn on the air conditioning. This is hot. There we go. Hey, baby. It's hot up in here. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nefera Blue Lotus. It's time to tap in and tune in. It doesn't matter if you're here with me live or not. Hopefully you'll see this in the time that you need to see it. We got our dragon here. I can put our dragon back on. I'm gonna put our dragon back in the deck. The dragon has really been protecting my energy field, so I'm thankful for that, because I really needed to just reframe a lot of things that I was doing. And you know, when I do these insights and stuff, I benefit from them just as much as everybody else does a lot of times. So I just want y'all to know that. Okay. I just want to get our bowl here so we can get in alignment. With the energy of the source. Open ourselves up to the spirit. Opening ourselves up to the spirit realm. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. By the way, I do readings. I will be doing free readings. I will be doing free readings or by donation readings very soon. So when you see that, make sure you jump on that, because I don't know how long we'll be doing that, but hopefully you guys can benefit from that. I need to get in the practice of doing more personal readings for people. It's just I don't do them all the time. So, you know, I'm trying to get more in the practice of, you know, doing that again. Okay. All right, so let's see what this spirit has for us today. I feel that door closing energy. I've been seeing signs like 909. When I started my live, it was 555. A lot of changes going on. And for me, when I see those messages, it's just a reminder for me to just accept what's going on and keep your mind in the right place. Because when you force change, yeah, Bruce, I do psychic readings. When you force changes, it's hard to use the force that you have to push those changes out. But when you're working with your intention in the universe, it is a co-creation, and it's way easier to see the changes come about that you want to have. Okay. Bruce, he says, can I sense your psychic energy? Let's see. Maybe I can pull a couple of cards for you. How about that? I'm sensing there's holes in your psychic energy field. You need to be able to set clear boundaries. I sense that there is opportunities for people and entities to try to come at you and attack you. That is in the way of kind of triggers. Good morning, Candy. That's in the way of triggers. So sometimes the holes in our auric field is about what triggers us. And I feel like you've been doing good with your path and changing. And I'm getting 3. So 2, 1 is there, and then there's 3 with the guided path. That you're on the right path. But a lot of times when you're on the right path, you have to be on the guard, specifically because the spiritual path attracts a lot of unwanted stuff and things and karmic energies. So you have to be able to honor you and honor yourself and create boundaries for yourself, boundaries spiritually and in a physical sense too. You have to be able to say no to certain things and certain people, and I feel like you just been saying yes, 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 and sometimes your answer should not be yes. Sometimes it should be no. They're trying to put you on a different path. These are not sunglasses. These are prescription. These are not sunglasses. These are prescription lenses. So, anybody else want a little auric read? Anybody else want a little reading? Okay. If y'all are here, I'll do them because usually I will. Usually I just go off the cuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're doing good on your spiritual path. I just wanted to let you know that that's just the spirit path is not the end of problems. That is when you're going to receive the most problems. Okay. Just by seeing that when it comes to love life, you're gonna attract partners to it, like the boundary situation. You're gonna attract karmic energy if your boundaries is not in order. Okay. So you have to, sometimes you will attract karmic energies that will cross your boundaries and dishonor and demean you, just so you can learn the lesson of having boundaries. Okay. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Candy. I didn't ask if you, you asked people, ask y'all having a little conversation amongst yourselves in the chat. That's fine. That's fine. I don't care. If y'all want an in-depth reading with me, the link is, I believe it's in the description box. Okay. Johnny Cat. What does that mean? Y'all are wilding in this chat. Y'all are wilding. It took a long time for me to stop people pleasing, stop doing everything that everybody else wanted me to do, just for the sake of peace, just for the sake of not being a bother, just for the sake of just keeping the peace amongst everybody. Because what happens is you compromise yourself every time you do that, and you dishonor your own self every time you do that. And so certain spiritual principles have you hold yourself in a high regard, you know. I'm glad y'all are having fun in my inbox. I mean, like, when you have, it's not about bad vibrations. There's low vibrational people, but people meet you where you're at. So a lot of the times people will show you where you need to work on yourself, and when you meet low vibrational people, that's what happens. There is karmic, and the karma is about learning lessons. It's not about being punished, but you see certain things and certain cycles and your actions and how they how your actions invite certain things in that you don't really need. Okay, your actions can sometimes repeat events that you don't want to be repeated. Okay, so sometimes it's better just to stay single for a while, especially if you have not learned yet to honor yourself and honor your own boundaries. These times with so many haters and trolls. Yeah, I mean, I've been in the public eye. Thank you, Nicole. Hi, OG. Thank you so much. He said, I've been trying to reach you for your extended card. Y'all are funny. Y'all are real funny. Um, in that way, I feel as though when you take time to understand yourself and understand what you've been through, and understand um, the power that you hold and the power of your actions and the things that you can enact, then you start to move differently. And that's the thing. That's the thing that I feel like I want to help people understand, is to move differently. If you had already been through a karmic cycle, um, if you've already endured so much when it comes to other people and abuse, or not being in the right place, or life just treating you like shit, people treating you like shit, um, it's a lesson. It's a lesson that you're supposed to learn and all that. And I'm not saying that it's right, but what I am saying is that what you have to understand, where is the action and what things that you invited, you know. Y'all are funny. Y'all are funny. In terms of, did y'all have any questions for me? Y'all having conversations amongst yourselves in my chat, okay? And y'all are ignoring me, and I don't like it. Nicole, it's good to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I also feel like people repeat things, and people don't really change that much. Um, People don't really change that much unless you're on a deep spiritual path, and you are forced to go through transformations over and over again. Um, the spiritual path will have you do the transformations. You know. Melissa, I don't know your zodiac, so um, I don't know your zodiac, so I don't know who is best compatible for you. People take advantage, but I think that's on them. I find that fire signs get along with other fire signs. I also find that fire signs get along good with earth signs. I understand that Leos and Virgos might be good together, but I like astrology, and astrology is a, we're talking surface level astrology. We're not talking deep astrology. Um, we're not talking deep astrology. If you think I had lottery numbers, do you think I would be doing this online? I would not be doing this. If I had the lottery numbers, bitch, I would have been had the lottery. I would have been played them numbers. Okay? I'm a Taurus too. You don't think I would have already played the numbers if I had it? You asking for a love thing. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So I might need to appoint somebody as a moderator. Who wants to be a moderator? Little spoon, no tea, no shade, but I figure, if you want to do your own channel, you can do your own channel. I would appreciate if you did that and let me do my job on my channel. Or you could be a moderator. So, Melissa, like, astrology is, there's this thing called synastry, and you can get a synastry reading. Okay. So, I'm going to have to kick Little Spoon. I'm going to have to kick you. I had to kick Little Spoon. Cancers and Capricorns are opposite signs, and opposites really, really attract. Little Spoon, you're in timeout. I love you, but you're in timeout. Barnacles, I call these people barnacles. They love to get right up where they have no business to get comfortable. What about karma? What about the karma? Karma comes from a lot of things. So karma is not just what we feel like is a punishment. Karma is a powerful energy that brought us here into the world and continues to reincarnate us. It is a pattern of energy, and it helps us to learn what we need to learn here on Earth. So, Melissa, yeah, that sounds private. So you're gonna have to. We need a. It says something about karmic debt between Cancer and Capricorn. So the karma in a astrology chart depends on your north and south node, and it's not so much that there's karma between them, it's just that they're opposite energies. So how much karmic debt you come into this reality with is all about how you show up in the world, the things that you do, and the things that you don't do. Also, people who don't have that much karmic debt see quick consequences, whether it is positive or negative consequences. Melissa, go get a pregnancy test. I am not a motherfucking doctor. That is for a doctor to understand. It's not for me to understand. Now, if you do a reading, a real reading, I need to intuit you and give you the things that you need. It's not so much about asking questions. Karma is always on time, whatever I do wrong. Karma is not supposed to be a consequential thing. It's not supposed to be that. Karma is supposed to be a lesson, okay? Karma is not supposed to be this thing about, okay, if I do good, then good is going to come back to me. You don't do good just to get the rewards for it, and then it kind of beats the, if you're good natured and that's what you do, then that's going to come back to you. You're supposed to do good things without the expectation. You have to detach yourself. So the karma in that is learning to detach yourself from the outcome of doing the good that you said that you was going to do. So if you're a good person and that's your nature and that's what you do, then you don't have to worry about where the good things are going to come from. And yes, if you don't have a lot of karmic debt, then if you do things that are going to get you karma and another. So the thing is, people who have a lot of karmic debt, they are going to get their karma not in this lifetime, but another lifetime or another place. Okay, so but if what you do, if you do something wrong, or if you do something that you feel was wrong, and you get the consequences for that immediately, that is a sign of having a low karmic debt in this life. I believe it balances out too, but it's all about the intent. It's all about the intentions. Okay, so when it comes to, it's more like saying you know better. Yeah, it's all about the intentions of what you do. So when it comes to being a good person, if that's your nature, that's what you do, then stand 10 toes on that, and do it, and do what you think is right, and do what you think is good, no matter what there might be consequences for that you may not want, but you do it anyway. Okay, so but you're supposed to detach yourself from the outcome of doing the good thing. Okay, and sometimes good comes in us in unexpected ways that we didn't think about. Okay, so karma is not something, it's not an operative thing that we get. It's not like a vending machine where we put money in and get what we want. That's not what it is. We get exactly what we need from it, for our soul and our spirit growth, but other than that, like, it is what it is. Bruce said, I believe it balances out. Yeah, that's the point. It does balance out. If it's not this lifetime, then it's going to be another lifetime. So, in the end, like, you see people doing shit, like bullshit. If you see people doing bullshit, like all the things that's coming out now with the people that was doing all kinds of things under the rug, behind the curtain, it is as if like people are getting their karma for everything that they was doing. And karma's not just about the court system, and karma's not just about people seeing and getting their comeuppance. That's not what it is. You have to pay a price, you know. I've been doing my psychic stuff. I'm 32 now, so I've been doing it since I was about 17. Off and on, off and on. Lessons and free will is what I believe in. So it's like when you go against your own, we all have morals and values, right? And there's morals and values that we learned growing up, and there's morals and values that we realize as adults, and we realize in a transformative sense that there's some of them that we believe that maybe did not serve us. Okay. So what is a rising sign? The rising sign is the position of the first house, I believe, in your chart when you're born. And so it is said to have something to do with your appearance, with your appearance and how people perceive you. Okay, and the energy that people perceive when they look at you. So, for instance, I'm a Leo rising. I'm a Taurus, but I'm a Leo rising. So, my Leo rising, a lot of people think I'm a Leo. Okay, a lot of people think that I'm a Leo, and not only that, I have strong Leo in my chart. In my first few houses, I have Leo. So when it comes to that, like when it comes to my identity, and it comes to everything else that has to deal with my personal makeup, it's Leo. Now Taurus is my sun sign, so Taurus is more about the character that we play in life, in our skills, and the things that we do, and the things that we like, things that we don't like, our habits, our patterns, come from that sun sign. Did y'all have any more questions? Okay, let me just, I'm going to be digging in the Akashic realm a little bit. All right, ready? Nicole, is there a way to identify people as karmic, or what does Hierophant mean? So the idea of you mean a karmic partner or a karmic partner. So a karmic partner would be somebody who might be you consider an adversary, and they don't have to be a loving. Can you just spell that correctly so I know what you're talking about? A karmic doesn't have to be a lover. It could be your family. It could be your friends that you have for a long time. It could be the people at work. um, Karmics show us the parts of ourselves in the shadow aspects of ourselves that we don't really look at. We don't really get a chance to look at. And when you understand that um, there's everything in everybody, and we reflect one another, even though we are individuals in a sense. When we have a karmic relationship, it is meant to play out karma that needs to be released, if that makes sense. So the karma situations, when it comes to family or friends, or having a karmic parent, or a karmic child, that person is there to help you play out a karmic play, or perform out karma, so that it could be released and transformed. Okay. Now understand that once you learn the lesson of that karma, and you know how to respond to it differently, it's just like a video game. Let's say there's a video game, right? And you're playing a video game, and there's a boss on the video game you just can't beat. There's a boss on the video game that you just can't beat, right? That boss that you need to beat is the karmic, right? And so there's no way around the game unless you beat this person. So you can't progress in some way unless you find a way to get past that boss. Okay. So how do you do that? It's just by doing things differently. It's just by attacking things differently. So if y'all all play games in here, y'all all should understand that, perhaps, like, okay, if you fail at getting past the karmic, or you fail at getting past that boss, you have to go back. Maybe that experience is supposed to teach you the things that you are lacking, or the things that you need to improve on. Okay, for me, that's what it is. So let's say you have a karmic, and let's say you have a karmic partner, right? And that partner is an abusive person. Okay, but you can't seem to get around them. No matter what you do, you can't really seem to get away from them. And y'all fight or whatever. Okay, so there's always something that triggers. That in that person that triggers you, and so after you're already triggered by that energy, then you're already beat. Once you let an energy that's outside of you control you and your actions, then you've lost. Okay, just understand that. So that means you got to go back to the drawing board. If you're letting another person dictate the way that you feel about life, if you're letting another individual and entity dictate the way that your life is going, and that means that you're not in control of you. Okay? No matter what, that needs to be the number one. That needs to be the number one. I'm just going to say that. Nicole said you got to defeat you got to defeat the opponents to move forward. So, shit, hold up. There's so many bees. Thank you, kitty. I'm going to get it. My kitty warns me when there's little bugs in here. So, my cat's like, bug. And if I don't get it, she's going to get it. Anyways. So, I mean, that is a very three-dimensional way to put it. But what I want y'all to understand is that it's not about winning or losing. It's about understanding when you're in a karmic cycle. And when you're in a cycle like that and you realize it and you understand and you come to the realization of that on your own, it's more profound when that happens in that way, and you learn a more profound lesson than when somebody is viewing it from the outside and trying to teach you. Like if you're in a karmic relationship, right? It appears that no matter what advice somebody gives you or no matter what somebody does for you, it just seems like it just doesn't work. Or when somebody tries to warn you or give you advice, right? It's like it just falls on deaf ears, right? Or it just doesn't seem like it hits that way. Sometimes people have to learn. People just gotta learn on their own. And the karma is the ultimate teacher. So when you let karma do the teaching for you, and you come to a sudden realization, a sudden awakening, okay, then that is the real key to what we're talking about. That is the difference between what we're talking about is moving forward and progressing, okay, and moving backwards. So okay, so you can't figure out how to change it. But what did it teach you? What was the teaching? Okay? What was the time you sat and realized, like, I can't do this again? Okay? You got the opportunity and you jumped off of the wheel. Okay? So that's what karma, that's technically, okay, so when I say the wheel, that's what karma is. It's a wheel. Okay? That's literally the Sanskrit word for a wheel is karma. That is the literal translation for karma is the wheel. Okay? When you wanted to jump off of that bitch and it was like, okay, I can't do this no more. When you got tired of it, you was like, okay, I think I'm done. Because you're ready to progress, you're ready to move forward, and when you're not soon, you're not going to move forward until you're ready to move. Okay. Hi, Budsville. And it was a big win. So when it comes to that, like, I understand as karma and karmic understanding is it is a way to try to learn and have an awakening. And when we're unconscious and we're just doing this and doing that and not worrying about the consequences of our actions or not worrying about the things that we set in motion, okay, we're not living that spiritual life with our spiritual goggles, right? We're not seeing things for what they are. It's easy to fall into a trap. It's easy to fall into the trench, right? And so once you're on that trench, then it just goes round and round and round and round until you get what you need to get. Okay. What and so from there, like, there's rewards for that's when you're looking for that reward, that is the reward. Okay? That is your reward. It's not about doing good things and good things coming back to you. It's about having the sudden realization, having the epiphany, having the literal synapses in your brain connect the dots and connect things together. Okay? I know people just be just doing and saying whatever they want. I don't care. I will kick them. I will kick them. In the meantime, like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm a troll sometimes too. I can be a troll too. It's fine. Trolls exist. But when y'all see me shave my face and do my hair, ain't nobody gonna be saying motherfucking thing. Okay? Put on some cute clothes. We got a whole different show going on. Now, when it comes to relationships, and I've been in a lot of karmic relationships, which is why I just choose to stay single, because it just seems as though what is the purpose of the relationship and the intentions of starting a relationship for me is boredom. Is I'm bored, and that's the boredom is very dangerous. Boredom's very dangerous. I'm just gonna say that. So don't be in relationships just because you're bored. Don't be in relationships because you're just afraid of doing things by yourself and being alone. Um, if anything, those things are going to teach you that you have more than enough to focus on, and you have more than enough to look for, to have in your life, and then you have more than enough work to do. You have more than enough to occupy time. You have more than enough. You have, you know what I'm saying? Because once that person, right? Once that person comes into your view, and you're in a way of like, okay, well, I wanna, I want a partner. I'm bored. I don't like being alone. Okay, you're gonna. That's like an attraction. That's an intention to attract a karmic partner. Okay. Okay. Well, karmic partnerships, and if you wanna, if this is what we're gonna talk about, karmic partnerships are very strong bonds. They're very strong. Okay. It is when you have that strong intention. Okay, if you have that strong intention to have someone in your life, and you have to figure out why, you know, that karmic bond is very strong. Okay, and oftentimes it's very intense to where we think that, okay, I'm supposed to be with this person forever, and a lot of times that's not the case. A lot of times that's not the case. Some people are seasonal, although the relationship, depending on who they are, it can be very it can be very intense and transformative and strong. It can be very hard to break free of those individuals. But a person like me, I don't crave. I crave the connection. I like the connection, but also once I get into connections like that, then I realize that I'm an individual and I'm sacrifice my individuality, right? hmm So often, when it comes to that, like if like a lot of people want that soulmate connection, but it comes with so much shit, and you have to be ready for it to come. Um, One thing I will say is that it's not impossible to find that person that is just right for you, but you have to really examine your intentions when you attract a partner. You know, when you're out trying to date, when you're out really trying to do that work to attract a partner, um, you really need to be setting the scene about who you are. You need to understand the things that you're going to, the boundaries. You have to have boundaries. That's what I'm trying to say. You have to just have boundaries. And you can't let people, you have to have there has to be a sacred space within the self, okay, that nobody should touch, that nobody should go into. And I say that because once you let that person into that sacred space, and you not like, a lot of times we do it too quickly. A lot of times we're trying to get a quick and instant thing, and that's not how those things are formed. I mean, some of them can be. I'm not saying that all of them. I'm not saying that all of them can't be, but a lot of times, if we're looking for that instant gratification, instant connection to try to make us feel like we're whole, give us a sense of wholeness. Um, your spiritual self and your work should be the sense of wholeness. You should feel whole already before getting into that relationship. Okay. Um, family. Interesting. So when it comes to that, I'm just gonna do a general reading because I'm gonna dig into that's family issues, children. I'm seeing children, 6-6, chosen families and communities. So, and children. Okay, so when it comes to what we want to call karma and the relationships that we have, a lot of them are contracts that a lot of well, all of them are contracts. We on a spiritual level agree to come into the physical world to teach each other something, and those bonds are very strong. Okay, and it's a lot of those contracts are needed until um, a lot of those contracts are needed to give you that karmic release or that karmic play so that you can understand and release the energy. Okay, I see family and I see children. I feel like you're gonna have a wonderful family and have very loving children, or there's new children on the way, or somehow children you're wanting the children. I feel like you want the family aspect more than the partnership. I feel like you want the after effects of the. It's not about being lonely, but you want to have that family and you want to have the children. So that's what I'm seeing with that, and it's okay to want that. It is just that we'll be so desperate for it that we will just let everybody. You know what I'm saying. But I also feel like scared don't make anything. If you scared, go home. So don't be afraid to dig in and find your desire. But also you have to understand what the price is. You know, and you have to be conscious about the process and not fall asleep in the process. Do. All right, who's up in here? Roll call. Oh, you're welcome, Nicole. You're welcome, Nicole. Trust me, you want somebody with a sense of boundaries. You want somebody with a sense of boundaries because that means that they respect themselves, and also your sense of boundaries also mean that you respect yourself, and I feel like the mutual respect is where a good relationship can start. A mutual respect for each other. Okay, I think that is one of the key aspects of a good relationship and starting a good relationship. And if you see that a person, and also I feel like a person who does what they say that they're going to do. I had somebody who always said they was going to do this. I'm a person that says, well, if I say I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. And if that other person says they're going to do something and they don't do it, and they break their promises a lot, go on to the next one because they won't even keep a promise to themselves, and that is the ultimate disrespect. That's the ultimate disrespect. So if you see that a person is keeping good to their word, that is a good indicator that you got a good person. And 444411 when I seen that. A justice. So as we're talking about karma, as we're talking about that, when card comes up is the justice card. Be impartial and objective. A lot of people we want to be a lot of people we want to give a benefit of the doubt, and we want to let our feelings and emotions take over, and we want to be able to love that person, and it's just like the love and the love and the feelings and the chemical reactions happening in our brain oftentimes make us blind to reality. Okay, 4455 4455 as I'm saying this. Okay, so let me look up that angel number. 4455. I'm sorry. When I see them numbers, I gotta look them up. Times of change and transformation. 4455 says you should build stability and importance of building strong foundations as you navigate life's transitions. Okay, and so like you should already be building that foundation, and that other partner should be helping build a foundation. You said the word is your worth. I believe that too. I believe that too. And a lot of times, people will say things just to act like that they're, that they're trying to impress you. They're trying to act like they're a lot of people are just acting. Okay, and I be seeing through that. But you want to love people and accept people for who they are, but also you have to look at people for what that they're giving you. We have to look at people for what they are and the actions they're taking and what they're doing, and you can't ignore that. Okay, it says try to see all sides of the situation. Now, when I see this, I do feel like you do have to see all sides of the situation. Okay, there's how you feel about a person. There's how you want to build a future with a person. There is all these things that come together to make up how we want our relationship to be. And there's those intentions in there, and there's feelings, and there's all kind of stuff in there. But then there's also the reality. Okay, so you not only have to understand your feelings, you also have to look at reality for what it is and compare them to your feelings. Okay, so you also have to use your intuition and what your guidance is trying to tell you too. So you have to weigh a lot of things out a lot of the times. Okay, and a lot of times just look at situations, just observe. Just if you want, like a lot of times, if you want to know if somebody is moving a certain way or if somebody is not the person for you, what they are, just observe. Just observe them and see the things that they do. You'll be surprised. Do I have my Magdalene book? Oh, here it is. Here's my Magdalene book. When it comes to love, when it comes to karma, when it comes to justice. Illumination. Okay. When I see this energy, like a ideal partnership should be one of somebody who illuminates you and is not jealous of you, is not jealous of your spirituality, is not jealous of how people love you, and not trying to get what you have. Okay, a person should be able to illuminate the side of you, certain sides of you. Okay, a person should be able to understand the parts of you that need to be in the forefront and to illuminate them rather than dim your light. So a lot of times you can tell by how you feel when you're around a person if they're the right person for you. If they're constantly making you feel like you have to walk on eggshells around them, if you can't be yourself, if you can't be your true and authentic self, then that's a problem. That's a problem, and that's a karmic trap right there, okay? Because that is impeding your growth and impeding your, she said if I pay better attention, then I give the benefit of the doubt. Hi, good morning, Elise. I don't waste time on it. I let go and move on. That's what you got to do sometimes. And yeah, you don't want to invest too much. You don't want to take steps with people who don't get past certain levels. That's why you have the boundaries. Because if people can get around your defenses, then they must be okay. Or if you let your defenses down for a person, once they demonstrate, that they have boundaries and they can honor you and they understand who you are as a person, and they demonstrate that, and I think that's a good trait. Also, like what I was saying about illumination. So you need to have room to be your authentic self, and they need to have room to be their authentic selves too. So you have to give people space to do that. But if you're constantly like feeling like you're split, your energy is split. If you feel like you're not yourself, if you feel like you're changing in ways or compromising in ways that are not beneficial to you or do not feel right to you, then that is a clear sign that no, that's not the person that you need to be. Um, that's not the person you need to be with. Let me look at the book. Recite from the book. Do you see any more bugs, Booty? Huh? Is there any more bugs? It's my cat hunting for bugs. There are bees though. There's a bee's nest somewhere around here, and I mean there are wasps. There's a wasp nest somewhere. They never hurt me or sting me. They're just trying to get out of my apartment, but I have to let them die. I have to kill them because I don't like killing them. So let's look at illumination. I want to see what the book says. I didn't memorize the book. Illumination. I always get my own interpretation and then go to the book. It says your creativity might be blocked because you're not expressing how you truly feel. To unblock your creativity, you need to express your feelings. Creativity is about self-expression. In every piece of art, no matter what subject or style, is a self-portrait. Express everything you feel inside, good, bad, beautiful, and ugly. Everything is valid, so don't place judgments or restrictions on yourself. Your creativity has no boundaries apart from the boundaries you place on yourself. Um, Creativity is the essence of your life, and self-expression is creativity's voice. Self-expression heals and liberates you. It illuminates the mind and the heart. All you need to let your feelings come through. So if you're not able to express yourself, if you're not able to express your truth, like that's a big no-no. That's a big no-no. But two, if you feel like you can be free and creative with a person, like I'm not saying that the person has to be perfect. What I do believe is that there needs to be some foundational um, there needs to be foundational understanding, and also a person needs to be able to listen and communicate, and you need to be able to listen and communicate. So say for instance, like a lot of times we can't express the things that we need, and sometimes we might need something we don't know what it is, and so the expression is the thing. And so a lot of times if a person is controlling, and they don't like you to do certain things, you know what I'm saying, then it might not be the person for you. Okay. The real you. The real you. Oh, you started watercolor painting. Well, you have to. What it say? You had to. You didn't have to judge yourself. Okay. Uh, Yo, people are wild in these comments. Yo, people are wilding in these comments. Okay. Okay. So, Kristen, first of all, I'm gonna read what you told me. Negativity about God, period. Y'all hoes ain't getting shit from my daughter. That's real, God. Stop disregarding the importance of her existence that way. Okay. So, boom. Okay, you're in timeout. People of the most unexpected times and circumstances define this to be the most valuable. And see, that's the thing, like, yo, no, because it's moderating my comments, so I'm just saying the comments that people are saying. This is funny. Okay, so no, I laugh at it because it's funny. It's funny to me. It's funny to my spirit. Oh, thank you for. I mean, this is what I'm here for. I really had to submit to the higher forces and do the things that I was told to do. And so I'm here, and this is my channel. This is my community. You know, so y'all are welcome as long as y'all don't be wilding up in here. You know, somebody was like, pay for services, but I do have services that you can pay for. But a lot of times I do it, you know, just for, it is what it is. Like we're talking, you know, together. I'm like, you're the only person in here, so I'm like, my energy's not here and there, you know, so I can't concentrate on you. I know people just say whatever the fuck they want to say. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn no more. Okay. So if y'all like and subscribe, if you love me, you know, like and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you see when the bitch comes online. You know, people just trying to like screw with you. Divine masculine. Okay, so this is what we probably need to talk about. Divine masculine. We need the masculine to catch up. Okay? Just like it's a divine feminine, there's a divine masculine. Okay? And a lot of reasons. So I feel like a lot of reasons why women are, I feel, and maybe it's cultural, but masculine and feminine is an energy. It's not always about, it's not just about physicality. It is about the energy and the embodying and how you do things. And a lot of times, it's just the awakening. Like the awakening, the masculine needs to fucking wake up. The masculine needs to wake up. They need to wake up and understand their purpose in life. They need to wake up and understand their own power and where they hold it. They need to understand their own energy and the things that they do. They need to be responsible for their own healing. And women, straight women, are getting a lot of the brunt of the masculine. And I feel like the lesbian women too. If you have a masculine partner, and maybe gay man and trans, like if you have a, I'm talking to people who possess the masculine energy. We all have the energies within us, but it's all about how we move, okay? And so when it comes to women's empowerment, when it comes to women doing anything, women can channel the masculine energy because they have it, and you can do whatever, right? Now, when it comes to that, like the man is not channeling the masculine energy. Okay, they're not in their divine masculine. Okay, this is why we have such a disparity among the sexes. It's because this man is not being spiritual. The man is not being spiritual. The man is not understanding his powers. Oh, booty! There's a bee. Booty butt. Where you at? Come here. Get the bee. You seen it? They're channeling baby energy. They're channeling unhealed energy. They're channeling fractured energy. They're channeling karmic energy. They're channeling all the energy and want relationships with women who are, a lot of them are already woke in the spiritual sense, Okay, they already have made progress in the healing, and I don't know. They just don't get it. They just don't want to do the healing. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the work. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know. So for me, it just baffles me sometimes because I see a lot of men. There's this men out here that are in their powers, and we don't. They're not on the internet. She said they're channeling some baby energy. Yes, baby, unhealed mother wound, father wound, all the wounding in the world, and not healing a single motherfucking time, and want a relationship because they want the healing from a woman. From a woman, they want the healing from the woman. They want the healing from the woman, but the woman is doing all the work. The woman is doing all the work. So she's doing the work out in the world, in the physical work, and she's doing the spiritual healing work? Oh, hell no. That's not how that works. The woman is the one the woman is the one exerting a masculine energy. The woman is the one that's doing the physical things out here in the world. Okay? And the masculine needs to come out here and do some spiritual stuff. And do the healing. Okay? Learn some motherfucking Reiki. Learn some yoga. Learn something. Learn some prayer. Learn how to learn some religious. Learn something. Learn how to pray. Learn how to pray for abundance. Learn how to pray for protection and do protection rituals. You need to do something. Just saying. The woman can't do every other thing. And I feel like there's a lot of women that's willing to go out there and do the work. And they prefer because they want women want things done a certain way. They don't want a man to lead them. They don't want the man to lead them. The man is not fit to lead. The man in its unhealed state is not fit. Don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot me, I am just the messenger. And a lot, they're turning to the women to be like, oh, you need to heal me. You need to be my peace. You need to be, but a lot of them are not doing the physical work that it takes. A lot of them are not doing the physical work to provide and to do the things that men are supposed to do. The women are doing it, right?
Then Donald Trump's tax plan is for you. But for everyone else, there's Kamala Harris's plan.
Under my plan.
Nicole says, shit, I'm an independent and I prefer to do it myself, but to a point, or am I just getting too old for this shit? I mean, eventually you want to retire, right? Eventually you want to retire. But see, the thing is, a lot of women are taking that role because the men are not doing the physical work and they're not doing the spiritual work. So what are they doing? They just sitting with they're just being held down, waiting for women to come and heal them and pick them up and heal them. And then you heal them for the next bitch. And then they don't even stay with you. They don't stay faithful. They want to be healed. And then as soon as they get healed, then they want to be with the next bitch. They don't like you no more. I'm just saying, that's usually how that shit works. I'm just being real. But this is real shit. Because we do spiritual. We're very spiritual on Nefera Blue Lotus. But at some point, we got to look at, I'm a Taurus, so, we look at reality for what it is, okay? And I'm going to hold my titties when I say this. Yeah, someone has to get it done, but I'm like, can you at least hold it when I'm carrying the groceries? No, they don't want to do nothing. They just want to play PlayStation. And I love playing my PlayStation, but I'm not out here having children. I'm not out here asking somebody to take care of me.
It's football season, and Uber Eats is dropping undefeated deals.
And I love my PlayStation. I'm gonna say I love my PlayStation.
This week, get a free King Meal from Burger King with your Uber Eats order of $20 or more. Still craving?
Because you can't drive. The struggles. You can't drive. They can't buy the groceries. They can't go to the grocery store and get the groceries. They just can't. They just can't.
Official on-demand food delivery
And you
partner
know,
of
I feel
CashApp.
like at
Order now
least
for Tuesday.
like if you're coming with all these unhealed parts, there's this traditional sense of what a man is supposed to do, and it's not there no more. I don't know. I came from a different stock. The way I've seen men in my family is different. Okay, and not from my own father, but from a different source. Men are supposed to be the providers, but something happened along the way. And I feel like the men just didn't just drop the ball. They just dropped the ball. They dropped the ball. And I'm not saying women are always right about everything, but they're doing a lot of the work. And the minute you sit back and let a man lead the whole thing and the whole shebang, everything just goes to bullshit. The man is incompetent to do it because it's just every time you give him a chance to do something, never mind. This is the frustration. I'm channeling divine feminine right now, and the feminine is really upset. Okay, they are real upset. She said, I need a man. Maybe it's time I become a cougar. Maybe. I don't know. There's cougars out here. I ain't judging as long as everybody is adults. And as long as everybody is a consenting adult, I don't give a fuck. Okay? It is all up to how you want to be perceived and what you like and what you want to do. Okay? As long as everybody is consenting, I don't care. Okay? Now, you're going to change a 40-year-old man? No. you're gonna get a 40-something-year-old man that's gonna to do what you want to do. No, a lot of times you're not. It is what it is, and we're looking for these relationships with men, and I date men, and it's just sigh, let's sigh. Unfortunately, let's sigh. I sigh. Let's sigh. Let me see what the cards say about this, because if the feminine is, let's just bring it back. All right, let's bring it back. I know we're frustrated. I know the frustration. Let's the frustration is real. The frustration is real. It's okay. Okay. I had a good time in my chat today. It says working too hard, working multiple jobs, the need to bring balance and have fun in life, juggling multiple priorities. So this is where I feel like the feminine is most frustrated. The feminine can't even have fun. Like there's like every time, like, okay, so I see so many videos and so many things where men are they're just so obsessed with how a woman should look, how a woman should act, and these things. Yet they're not giving. She said, "Turn my energy into art." Yeah, that's what you want to do. Yet they're not giving. They're not giving what they're not alleviating the situation of this Two of Pentacles. Okay, they're not alleviating. They're letting the woman struggle. Okay, in which it's not like you're doing a bad job. You're doing a good job, but the challenge of the daily woman and the modern woman is to balance multiple priorities. Okay, and when it comes to that, they might get that done, but then you have to balance that work with fun. Okay, so a lot of women will get their hair done, get their nails done. Okay, this is what men don't understand. Women and how they present themselves want that freedom to be able to do that because they are putting forth the effort. Okay, they're putting forth the effort to bring multiple things into realities, right? Whew. The bees are getting on my nerves. And I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna log off at some point. I'm gonna come back on though at some point. It's look, masculines get it together, and we're gonna talk about that next time because y'all is not y'all not off the hook. Y'all not off the hook. I need to talk to some of y'all. I need to talk to some of y'all mans. Okay. Wait, let me finish my thought because it was a good thought. Men expect women to do and be act a certain way. Women are doing a lot of the brunt of the work, so they need to have the freedom to express themselves in whatever way is possible. And so the nails, the hair, the outfits, dressing, doesn't matter if you dress like a slut anymore. Nobody cares if you dress like a slut. If you dress provocatively, it is for the edification of the woman who is wearing what she's wearing to balance the energy of doing everything. Okay? So men will go out and they'll look at women and what they're wearing, what they're doing, not understanding that when you're balancing multiple priorities, it's multiple jobs. So you have a job in the home, you have a job outside the home, you have a job within just managing everything about your physical and being your own health, and then managing the health of other people. Okay, being the nurturer, being everything. Okay, the woman can be everything, but she doesn't want to do that. Okay, the feminine doesn't want to do everything on her own, and because she feels like she has to, and she knows because the masculine's not waking up. Okay, and the feminine is just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just do what I want to do and be myself and be free from all societal expectations, all the things that men expect women to be. So men have lost control over the women. Okay? Women were under a certain degree of control because men were in control of so many things. Okay? But now the energy has shifted. Okay? So we're not just talking about, we're talking about the shifting of powers and energies. This girl is on fire. Okay, so I mean, yeah. We're gonna talk a lot about that. We're gonna talk a lot about the men. Okay, and I am queer by my nature, so it's funny that I talk to a lot. I'm balancing the masculine and feminine sides of myself. And that in the end, the goal, that is the key. And so for the women in our culture and in a lot of other cultures, because they're putting in the masculine work, they get to do the feminine stuff. They get to be feminine and be free. Okay? And a lot of men are looking at this and like, they don't get to do that. Why don't I get to pay for myself? Why don't I get to? Because you're not doing no work. Never mind. I digress. I love y'all. I'm going to end this for right now, and we'll get back to it. we'll get back to it some other time. We'll continue. Okay. I was on a tangent. Thank y'all for coming to my live. Okay. I hope you guys got the things that y'all needed from me while I'm here, and also, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Okay, when I go live again, I'm gonna go live very soon. I'm gonna go live again very soon. I just need a little break. Okay, no problem, Nicole. Thank you so much. My email, if you need a reading, or if you need the link, if you need a reading or any other of my services, the link is in my description box. My email is also in my description box. Okay, thank y'all so much. I love you guys. I'll see y'all later.